True confidence is not something that can be borrowed from others, purchased, or faked. It is a natural byproduct of living in alignment with who you really are. For too long, many people have been taught that confidence is about looking perfect, saying the right things, or fitting into someone else's mold. They wear masks, mimic others, and suppress their own thoughts, often without even realizing it. Yet, no matter how convincing the outward appearance, pretending to be someone else creates inner tension, self-doubt, and a sense of emptiness. Genuine confidence, on the other hand, arises when a person allows themselves to fully embrace their unique qualities, values, and beliefs. When you stop comparing yourself to others or striving to meet unrealistic standards, you open the door to self-acceptance, which is the foundation of lasting confidence. Authenticity means being honest with yourself about who you are, what you feel, and what you want out of life. It means allowing your thoughts, words, and actions to reflect your true nature rather than conforming to the expectations of society, peers, or family. When you make this shift, the mind begins to operate in harmony with the heart, and a quiet, resilient form of self-assurance emerges. This kind of confidence is different from arrogance or boastfulness. It is quiet, steady, and unshakable because it is rooted in truth rather than pretense. Inspired by the teachings of Dr. Joseph Murphy, we learn that our subconscious mind plays a critical role in shaping this inner confidence. Murphy often emphasized that the subconscious responds most powerfully to what is real, consistent, and deeply felt. When your thoughts, beliefs, and actions are aligned with your authentic self, your subconscious mind begins to reinforce that alignment, creating a self-sustaining loop of trust and belief. This process is not about instant transformation or temporary motivation. It is about nurturing a mindset that grows stronger over time as you practice living authentically every day. It is through small, consistent choices, speaking honestly, making decisions that honor your values, and resisting the urge to compare, that true self-confidence blooms. Authenticity also has a ripple effect. When you express yourself genuinely, others are naturally drawn to your sincerity, creating deeper connections and more meaningful relationships. There is no need to impress or manipulate. Being real attracts the right people, opportunities, and experiences into your life. In essence, confidence does not come from external approval or validation. It comes from a deep, internal acknowledgement that you are enough just as you are. By embracing authenticity, you stop living in fear of judgment, stop hiding behind masks, and start fully inhabiting your own life. This is the core message inspired by Dr. Joseph Murphy, that when you live in alignment with your true self, your subconscious mind works as a supportive ally, and confidence becomes not just possible, but inevitable. One of the most powerful aspects of living authentically is the freedom it brings. When you stop trying to fit into someone else's expectations, you no longer feel trapped by fear, doubt, or the pressure to perform. Instead, your energy can be directed toward meaningful growth, self-discovery, and creative expression. Authenticity allows you to explore your true passions, interests, and talents without hesitation or guilt. You begin to notice that life feels lighter, decisions become clearer, and challenges no longer seem as overwhelming because you are operating from a place of truth. Inspired by Dr. Joseph Murphy's teachings on the subconscious mind, this concept becomes even more profound. Murphy explained that the mind cannot distinguish between what you genuinely believe and what you repeatedly tell yourself. When your actions and words are in alignment with your authentic self, your subconscious begins to absorb this as fact, reinforcing confidence, resilience, and clarity. Conversely, when you act in ways that contradict your inner truth, the subconscious mind picks up the dissonance, creating stress, hesitation, and self-doubt. The exercises that foster authenticity are often deceptively simple, yet remarkably effective. They include daily reflection, affirming your personal values, and consciously choosing to express yourself honestly, even in small interactions. Each time you practice these habits, you are signaling to your mind that your real self is valid, worthy, and capable, which strengthens the internal foundation of self-belief. Over time, this practice reduces the need for external validation because you begin to trust your own judgment and intuition. Confidence then becomes a natural state of being rather than something you have to chase or manufacture. Another important element of authenticity is embracing imperfections. Too many people mistakenly believe that being authentic means being flawless or always having it together. In reality, authenticity is about being real, including acknowledging mistakes, vulnerabilities, and limitations. By accepting these parts of yourself, you not only reduce inner conflict, but also demonstrate courage and self-respect. This vulnerability becomes a source of strength rather than weakness, because it signals to your subconscious mind and the world around you that you are genuine. As a result, relationships deepen, professional interactions become more sincere, and opportunities begin to align with your true capabilities. Ultimately, authenticity transforms how you perceive yourself and how you engage with life. It shifts your focus from trying to impress others to nurturing your own growth, happiness, and fulfillment. Confidence is no longer dependent on circumstances or approval. It arises naturally from the internal harmony created when your thoughts, words, and actions reflect your real self. Inspired by the teachings of Dr. Joseph Murphy, we understand that the subconscious mind responds powerfully to this alignment. When you consistently act from authenticity, your mind learns to trust your decisions, support your goals, and reinforce your self-belief, creating a cycle of continuous personal empowerment. In this way, embracing authenticity is not just a personal choice. It is a transformative practice that strengthens your confidence, clarity, and capacity for living a fulfilled, meaningful life. Living authentically also requires courage, because it often goes against the social norms and expectations that we've been conditioned to follow. Most people are taught, from an early age, that approval, acceptance, and success depend on how well they conform to rules, standards, or popular opinion. While conformity may provide temporary comfort or security, it often comes at the cost of inner peace and genuine self-confidence. Choosing authenticity means daring to be different, daring to express your true thoughts, and daring to prioritize your values over the pressures of others. It is a conscious decision to honor your own truth, even when it feels uncomfortable, risky, or misunderstood. This is where the wisdom of Dr. Joseph Murphy becomes especially relevant. Murphy emphasized that the subconscious mind is like fertile soil. Whatever you plant consistently, whether self-doubt, fear, or genuine self-belief, will grow and shape your reality. By consistently practicing authenticity, you are planting seeds of confidence, resilience, and self-trust deep within your subconscious. These seeds, nurtured over time, blossom into habits, behaviors, and thought patterns that reinforce your natural strengths and individuality. One practical way to cultivate this courage is through daily self-reflection. Take time to notice when you are acting out of fear, trying to please others, or hiding aspects of yourself to fit in. Ask yourself, am I speaking and acting from truth, or am I performing for approval? Honest answers to these questions reveal the moments when authenticity is being compromised, which is the first step toward change. Another important practice is affirming your values and personal strengths regularly. By consciously acknowledging what you stand for and what makes you unique, you send a clear message to your subconscious mind that your authentic self is valid, capable, and worthy of respect. Over time, these affirmations build an unshakable foundation of confidence that is not dependent on external circumstances. Authenticity also thrives when you embrace vulnerability. Being genuine means showing your true emotions, admitting mistakes, and accepting imperfection. Many people fear that vulnerability will make them appear weak, but in reality, it is one of the most powerful tools for building inner strength and connection with others. When you allow yourself to be seen as you truly are, you create an atmosphere of trust, both with yourself and with the people around you. This trust, in turn, reinforces self-confidence and reduces the anxiety that often comes from hiding or pretending. Ultimately, living authentically is a continuous practice, a daily choice to align your actions, thoughts, and words with your true self. It is a path that requires patience, courage, and self-compassion, but the rewards are profound. Confidence no longer feels forced or fragile. It becomes a natural extension of who you are. Inspired by Dr. Joseph Murphy's teachings, This alignment with your authentic self activates the subconscious mind as a supportive force, helping you attract opportunities, relationships, and experiences that resonate with your genuine identity. Over time, authenticity transforms not only your confidence, but also the entire way you experience life, making each moment richer, more meaningful, and fully empowered.